Hey everyone and welcome to my 100,000 subscribers Q&A. Last week I left a post on my community tab stating that I was going to do a Q&A, and there were over 400 comments with questions, so thank you to everyone who posted. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to answer all 400 of them because that would be a really long video and I don't think you guys want to sit through all that. So I tried to pick out the best ones that I thought were good questions to answer for this video. Before we begin, I want to announce that there will not be a top 5 this week. It's going to be back next week, and I'm going to be changing the theme to helicopter kills, which means basically any type of kill in any helicopter. The half-track kills theme was a bit too specific, and it's not that popular of a vehicle, so I didn't really get enough submissions to make an episode on that. So if you are interested in sending me a clip, you can find the instructions in the description of all my videos. Now, since this is a Q&A to celebrate 100k subscribers, we'll start out with this question. Are you proud of 100k? And definitely, man, I'm definitely proud of reaching 100,000 subscribers. You know, when I started making videos, I never would have thought that I would even get to like 1,000 or even 10,000. So it's definitely something that I'm proud of. I think that, anything that you really work towards is something that you should be proud of. You know, I've been making videos for like, let's see, like I started making GTA videos in I think 2015. 2015 and 2016 is when I started. And it's now 2019, so that's a pretty long time. I still can't believe we made it this far, Ghillie. Congrats on the 100k. As for a question, if you had the option to change one thing only in GTA Online, what would it be? First of all, KGLA, thank you so much for the congratulations. And second of all, if I had the option to change one thing, what would it be? Well, you guys know I hate the orbital cannon and I hate the Pressure Mark II, but between those two, if I had to pick one, I would probably change the Pressure Mark II by completely removing it from the game, or at least nerfing its missiles or getting rid of its missiles. Do you have any other plans with this channel? While I do like GTA, I do really want to expand to like other games. Like one game I really like is For Honor. I've been thinking about covering that game. And then Red Dead too. Red Dead Redemption, I like playing that a lot. It's going to get better over time too. And then, when GTA 6 comes out, that's going to be popping again too, so I'm definitely going to be making videos on that. But ideally, it's all going to be in the realm of gaming content. Whether it's talking about games, playing games, making guide videos, PvP videos, that's all stuff that I enjoy. Do your parents know about your YouTube channel? If so, how have they reacted to you hitting 100k subs? Congrats again on hitting this massive milestone. Well, thank you so much for the congratulations. Yes, my parents do know that I have a YouTube channel. The funny thing is, I actually didn't tell them that I had a YouTube channel until I had like 50,000 subscribers. It was just kind of something that I just did for fun. And I didn't really tell anyone about it until I started making money, so then I had to do taxes, which, I didn't really know how to do at the time, so I had to tell them. And my parents, they're pretty old school, so they don't really know how the whole YouTube thing works, which is why I don't really explain a lot of stuff to them about that. But when I did tell them, they're really shocked like that I could make money doing this. As for how they reacted to me hitting 100k subs, they actually don't even know that I have 100k subs yet. Are you ready for GTA 6 and PS5? Also, do you think you can transfer all of your stuff from GTA 5 to GTA 6? To answer your first question, yes, I'm definitely excited for GTA 6, and not just the PS5, I'm excited for the next-gen consoles in general, seeing, the kind of hardware they have, if they can finally run games at 60 FPS, please. 1080p 60 FPS should be a staple across, like, all games nowadays, even, like, every single game. No more 30, no more 15 like GTA Online. Give us that smooth 60 FPS experience across everything. To answer your second question, if you can transfer all of your progress or all your stuff from GTA 5 to GTA 6, I say not a chance because there's so much modded and glitched money that's around right now. There's no way they're going to let you transfer your stuff from GTA 5 to GTA 6. What was your favorite DLC of all time in GTA Online? I like the Heist update a lot, the original Heist update that came out in 2015. I think that kind of was the first, huge update for the game that kind of set everything else in its place. But I really like the Smuggler's Run update. That's probably my favorite DLC. Just because the planes are awesome. The planes, they really balanced the game after gun running with the explosive sniper. And it also brought a breath of fresh air to dogfighting with like the bullet weapons and being able to shoot people out of the cockpit with like the machine guns. That's awesome. I like dogfighting without the explosive cannons. I think it's a lot more fun. What's your favorite food? Okay, so I'm a huge fan of like Italian food. My favorite's probably pizza, but I really like pasta. So pretty much anything in that category. What's your favorite PS2 game? That's a really good question. I like Midnight Club 3, I like GTA San Andreas, well, really all the old GTA games for that matter. I'm trying to think of some other games I used to play. Burnout 3, all those like really old racing games, they're just so nostalgic for me because I used to play them all the time. Oh, also MVP Baseball 2005, that was a really good baseball game. If I had to pick one out of all those that I just mentioned though, I'd probably pick Underground 2. Need for Speed Underground 2. That one was amazing. Amazing racing game. What's your favorite vehicle in GTA? So I used to like the 811, but now I think the Krieger's my favorite one. First game you've ever played? It would probably have to be, let's see, Mario on the SNES, the Super Nintendo, way back in the day. Some other games I used to play on the Super Nintendo were Mario Kart, Super Metroid. Super Metroid was awesome. I loved playing that game. But yeah, the first ever that I can remember was Mario. How and why did you make your channel Rockstar focused? Why not other games you like? The simple answer to that is because GTA 5 and Rockstar are my favorite game and game developers. I've always been a huge fan of the Grand Theft Auto series. I used to be a huge COD fan back in like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, but then that kind of died off after Black Ops 2, and then that's the same year that GTA 5 came out, so then I merged over to that game. And I haven't stopped ever since. How do people EVO with a pistol? My dude just takes a pill, gets high, then ODs. Takes forever. Very, very simple. You have to take your suppressor off. How does it feel playing GTA 5 at 20 FPS on console? Well, Consentix, it is definitely the most cinematic gaming experience I've ever played. I love 20 FPS, and actually, you're being pretty generous. It's most of the time around 13 to 15. Jokes aside, I do have a beefy PC now, so I can play GTA 5 at the glorious, glorious 100 FPS that it deserves. How tall are you? I am 5'11". Ghillie, is YouTube your job, or do you have a different one? Yes, YouTube is indeed my job at the moment. For Q&A, have you played Midnight Club? If so, which ones? Dream car, favorite video game? Congrats on 100k subs, fam. Well, thank you for the congratulations. Have I played Midnight Club? If so, which ones? I played Midnight Club 3 and I played Midnight Club LA. My dream car is an Audi R8. I love the Audi R8. Favorite video game? Grand Theft Auto 5. Milk then cereal or cereal then milk? Definitely cereal then milk, otherwise they're gonna make a mess and splash everything all over the place. Sometimes though, the cereal, it gets a bit soggy if it's in the milk for a long time, so sometimes I just like to have it dry and then have the milk on the side. Call me weird all you want, but I know there's at least one of you out there watching this video that does that too. What's your real life vehicle? It is a nice 2003 Chevy Cavalier. Oh, it's amazing. Totally not being sarcastic, but at least it drives, that's all that matters. Thoughts on GTA 6 leaks? I think they're all bullshit. I wouldn't believe any leaks that come out right now. Maybe after the initial trailer, then you can start kind of like believing leaks, but I don't believe anything right now. What do you prefer to use, B11 or Pyro? Well, they're both good in different scenarios. The B11 is kind of better for PvP. The Pyro is much better for getting across the map fast and doing PvE activities while also being pretty good at PvP. What is the thing that you want the most in Grand Theft Auto Online? Well, I really want them to add another Obey 9F. I want them to add like the newer Audi R8. Other than that, though, I really want attack boats. I want like a naval DLC with attack boats, a reason for us to use the water, because it's a huge part of the map that is not used. What got you into GTA in the first place, and why do you enjoy the combat/PvP of GTA so much, even with all the toxicity around it? Good question. I've kind of always been playing the Grand Theft Auto series, to tell you the truth. I had it on the PS1, I had Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. I used to play those a lot. Those are really fun. Like the top-down versions. And then we also had PS2 and the original Xbox, so I used to play Grand Theft Auto on there sometimes. I used to watch my brothers play it too, because I was kind of young at the time. And then for GTA 4, I had it on the 360. The time Black Ops 2 was around, me and my friends used to switch off between Black Ops 2 and GTA 4. We used to do some like airport TDMs, which were so much fun. And then obviously in 2013, GTA 5 came out, and I switched over to that. As for why I enjoy the PvP combat, even with all the toxicity, I just try to take it for what it is. I try not to get involved in a lot of the toxicity. I just like the PvP. It's just unique. Like, there's no other game that can give me the same feel that GTA 5 can. You can do so much. You can PvP however you want to. It's just really interesting. What got you into gaming, and how long have you been playing video games? So I think it's easier to answer this question from back to front. How long have I been playing video games? Pretty much my whole life. Just like I said in an earlier question, I used to play like Mario and Super Metroid and a lot of Super Nintendo games growing up. One of the first games that I'd play all the time was Pokemon Diamond on the Nintendo DS. That game was amazing. I used to go to my friend's house. We'd like do trades and stuff. Those are good times, man. Those are so much simpler times. And that was back when I was in elementary school. But then in middle school, I got really hooked on Super Smash Bros. I used to go to my friend's house and we'd play it together, and I eventually got like really good at it. What got me hooked into online gaming was when my friend from middle school also got World at War on the Wii. So when I would go to his house, we'd play multiplayer on there, which was a lot of fun. Because after that, I went and bought World at War on the Wii myself to play it at my house. And then Black Ops came out on the Wii, and that's what really got me hooked in online gaming. And then it kind of just bloomed from there. I got a 360 in 2012 with Black Ops 2. And that's kind of what started everything, honestly. What all GTA YouTubers do you know and chat to before in any way and on good terms with, and who do you watch videos from time to time? I'd say I'm on good terms with almost all the GTA YouTubers. There's probably a select few that don't like me, and that's fine. But I've talked to many different ones. I've talked to Saints Fan, I've talked to Mr. Boss for the Win, I've talked to the Professional, I've talked to Putter, Sonny Evans, and there's probably some that I'm forgetting. There's so many GTA YouTubers, but I've talked to a lot of them. As for who I watch videos from time to time, I watch a lot of different YouTubers, man. It's like all from across the gaming scene. Honestly, it's way too many to list off. For the sake of the question, though, I'll just list a couple off. So I like to watch like Angry Joe. I watch Putter. I watch Bruffy, among other YouTubers for GTA stuff. I also watch For Honor YouTubers because I'm really into For Honor also. And that's just a short list. There's many other ones though. Hashtag Q&A. Who inspired you to make YouTube videos? So I've always been kind of a numbers guy. I really like guide videos where they show off like the numbers and stats and stuff. So I'd say who inspired me, probably a lot of the COD YouTubers who used to do like in-depth guides and stuff like that. That's kind of what I wanted to do for like GTA. I was like, that's kind of a spot that's missing in GTA. There's not really someone that covers a lot of like the stats of vehicles or weapons, in-depth stuff like that. So I wanted to do something like what they do for COD for GTA. That was kind of my idea with it. What's something you genuinely wish you could do in the world of GTA? Lore/plot does not matter, but would not be added. In GTA Online, I really wish we could play as corrupt cops, and like they could turn all like a ton of supercars that we have in the game into cop variants with sirens on them. That'd be pretty sick. Or free mode bank robberies. I want to see that too, but I don't think that's gonna happen. At least in GTA 5. What kind of struggle did you go through while trying to start a YouTube channel? Did you ever think about quitting YouTube? And if so, what would you be doing right now? I honestly don't really ever think I struggled starting a YouTube channel. Yeah, there were times where, you get discouraged by stuff, you get burnt out, but I think that happens with almost anything you do in life, with any job. But I wouldn't really call it struggling because I always did YouTube for fun because I enjoyed the process of making videos and stuff like that. And so that kind of leads in the next question. Did you ever think about quitting YouTube? No, I've never thought about quitting YouTube. It's just fun to me. That's why I would never quit doing something that's fun for me. But if I did quit, I'd probably be doing some other job with IT because I just love technology and stuff like that. If you were in a zombie apocalypse, what realistic, as in not from Saints Row, vehicle from GTA Online would you want to bring with you? I think the obvious choice here would be like a Hunter helicopter. But if you mean like ground vehicles, probably the Phantom Wedge so you can just plow everything out of the way. What's your age? I am 21 years old. When do you think GTA will die? Like pretty much no one playing. GTA will die when GTA 6 comes out. Well, actually, the franchise is never gonna die. I don't see the franchise ever dying. But to say there's no one playing anymore, that's not true. There's still a lot of people playing GTA. When do you think tryhard started becoming a problem among the GTA Online community? So there used to be a bunch of crews back in the day, and I was a part of one. It was called Line of Sight, and back then, yeah, I guess you could call it tryharding, but the tryharding back then was nothing like it is today, because people actually fought back then. The easy way out wasn't abused so much like it is today. Not to mention the orbital cannon and the Oppressor Mark II didn't exist back then, so PvP was much better. It all started to take a turn though when the Finance and Felony DLC came out, because in that DLC we got the CEO menu, and the CEO menu allowed you to spawn BST at your feet with no cooldown, and that's when all the trash tryharding began with the dirty playing and stuff, and that's why I quit. I was never a fan of that playstyle, and I never will be a fan of that playstyle, and that's when the PvP just started becoming trash. When editing videos with your voice, does it sometimes get really awkward hearing yourself repeated over and over? It used to, back when I first started doing commentaries, it felt really weird hearing my own voice and just talking to like nothing pretty much. But over time you get used to it, and like right now editing this video, it doesn't feel weird at all to hear my own voice now. Where did you get the name GhillieMaster? So it comes from back when I used to play Call of Duty. Me and my friends used to mess around and search and destroy a lot, try to do ninja defuses, and that required hiding in the bushes with Ghost Pro most of the time, and it just became a thing. Where did the idea of your video formats come from, like you fighting tryhards without commentary and such? Love your work, by the way, especially the use of in-game music in your fighting tryhards videos. Well, thank you, Robert, for the kind words. I do appreciate it. So the video format comes from my inability to record my voice and gameplay at the same time like I can now. I just tried to make do with what I had back then, and that was a laptop with Movie Maker. Which game are you enjoying more at the moment, GTA or Red Dead? They're both fun in their different ways. Red Dead has a lot more of a relaxing vibe when you play it. GTA is more like high stress with orbital cannons. You have to worry about getting freaking blown up every other second. I wouldn't really say I'm enjoying one over the other. Our next question comes from capital X, lowercase x, dash, barcode spelled out, dash lowercase x capital X reconcile dash L lowercase x. And he says, why do you noobs hate tryhards when they're better than y'all at PvP gun game? Only thing y'all do is jump in free mode in aircrafts all day. Okay. And the final question of this Q&A is, would you consider doing a podcast? They're kind of a thing right now, and I just like to listen about GTA stuff and discussions. Could do it with other YouTubers maybe. Yeah, I'll be honest, I kind of thought about doing something like that, but the only problem is we're all busy and we all live in different time zones, so it'd be really hard to really set that up. And I don't know if GTA really has enough stuff going on to talk about for like a weekly podcast. It would probably have to be wide into gaming news and gaming topics in general rather than just GTA, because I just don't think there's enough to talk about with GTA. But that is going to do it for this Q&A. Thank you all for submitting questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.